had to take deep breath on this one, because while I'm going through my day and the weeks that have passed, and while I understand the plight, and I am very saddened and disheartened by the immigration and the way that things are happening, it's not even immigration it's callousness, and it is hateful. It's very hateful. And while I feel very disheartened by this, I also need to say, when I look around and when I listen, even where I work, it's like all of these, we are feeling, we're feeling, if you guys need any resources and things like that, we're here for you, and all these hearts and everything are going up. And then I felt my eyes starting to tear up. And the reason why I felt my eyes starting to tear up is because no matter what, it's like black women are still, or black people, is still not going to be acknowledged. No matter what. No matter what. Nobody's saying anything about all those murders that happened in 2020 under this administration, and yet and still he has given 100% complete police immunity. We got some J6ers that's out there, and some oath keepers and some Proud Boys that's sitting out there as part of ICE. Don't tell me that it's not. It is. And we understand that there's pure racism there. Okay, so we also understand that we can be unalived at any time, and nobody is even going to check for us. There's no funds being set up. There's nothing. It's like we always out here by ourselves. So I'm sorry. This platform is for me to come and speak my truth, and I have to speak my truth today. What about us? See, that's the problem, and that's exactly what happened with this election. Is that people were so focused on one particular thing. And while I am so, very unnerved by the method that these ICE people are using in order to get people, we also understand what it's like to have our family split apart. And I'm not just talking about enslavement. I'm talking about through time. Whether it's putting us in prison, whether it is putting us in convict leasing, whether it is unaliving us, whether it is setting us on fire, whether it is, stopping us from voting, whether it is, whatever it is. It's like there's nothing. We're always left in the dark and the dust. And so people keep voting on a singular matter. And even though a group of people voted against their own demise, I have to ask the question. I see many folks are also asking, or perplexed on why the African American community is not getting out there. Well, let me explain something. We have been let down over and over and over, including right now. We have been let down over and over and over, and nobody ever came to help us, even in present day. Before you tell me about some George Floyd, there was a whole lot of people that were being unalived. It was the worst year ever. And it wasn't until that was actually seen, even though people knew about it, but they weren't saying anything. And so for the people that sit up there and ask us, where are you? You also talked about us really, really badly. And in many cases still do. And so I think it's totally disrespectful to come and ask us for anything at this moment, especially when you know the history of this nation and how the history of this nation has treated us. And even still, we still fought for the rights that many people let down by the wayside. We fought for civil rights. We fought for the removal of segregation. We fought for equal schools. We fought to vote. We fought. And people just let it fall by the waysides. 89 million people didn't vote. Huh? 53% of one group voted this way. Another 47. You understand? And even though we screamed at the mountaintops and we warned people and everything, nobody still says it. When it comes to the voting, we're still voting on one singular thing. And that's why things are in the conundrum that they're in right now. That's why. Because you weren't thinking of society as a whole. You didn't care nothing about this group of people over here. You didn't care nothing about this group of people over here. You only was caring about your own self. And that's why everything is happening right now. It is to those people that were only caring about themselves. I don't care how the message was given. Listen to the message and not the messenger. But because the messenger happened to look like myself, huh? People didn't want to listen, they dismissed it, they talked about us, they did everything else, and so now here we are. And like I said, once again, while we are saddened, until people start looking at other groups and looking at society as a whole like we do, and not just voting according to their own selfish and self-centered interests like we don't, until we folks start looking at, wait a minute, if society is okay, that means that the elderly are going to be okay. That means that the cost of living is going to be look like this, is going to go down, and that looks like more housing is going to be built. That looks like these safety net programs are not going to be cut. That looks like our veterans are getting the care that they need. That's what it looks like. It looks like cancer research will continue. It looks like we're going to continue to look for new ways to help people. We're not going to take anything away from them. But we can streamline it. We can encourage. But that's not what happened. That's not what happened at all. So yeah, I'm a little disturbed today. Because people are still, while I did mention African American people, I'm talking about really people as a whole. People didn't vote for people as a whole. And that's why everything is so damaged and fragmented. Because those people were damaged and fragmented. So, this is not against anybody. This is sharing my piece and what I've seen in my 59 years of living. Yeah. Power to everybody.